Okay, so welcome to another Saturn product review, and today we're looking at Uprising from Richard Sanders. Uprising is an impromptu rising card effect, which is really good because it just uses a deck of cards, any old deck of cards, provided they're in reasonable condition. If they're very dog-eared and sticky and don't really move, you don't really want to be using it. But the good thing is you can use any deck and they can choose any card. No gimmicks, no nothing. Yeah, that's right. No gimmicks, no nothing to hide. The card's chosen. It's put back in the pack. Everything seems very fair and above board. You say, look, your card's in the deck there. You give the pack a little wave and a little gesture like this, and one card rises up from the deck. And at that point, you can actually, without even taking the card out, you can give them the deck, and they can examine absolutely everything. So it really is sort of an impromptu miracle and a very classic effect of magic that you can do straight away. Performing situations, you can do this absolutely anywhere. That version that I just did there is the main one that's shown on the trailer, but you have to have the people in front of you, or at least to this side. You don't really want people to this side or behind you, because it would sort of give away what's going on. So people would say, well, that's not really ideal for me. I work in situations where I've got people, maybe not all the way around, but certainly to the sides, and you don't really want to be saying, well, you've got to stand over here to watch this. You want to be able to do this whenever you can. So to counter that problem, Richard supplies this. You get a black cloth, which is placed over your hand, and the effect can be done, and again it's taught very well on the DVD there, along with various other ways of doing this. It's taught so that you can put the cards into your hand and do it with the pack visually like this, and the card rises up out of the deck. And in this situation, everything, you could do it like this all the time actually. Practice and get the trick down like this and say, look, I've got the cloth covering my hand, so I'm not actually touching the cards, and up it rises. The cloth can add a bit of mystery to it, and in fact in one version he actually starts off by covering over like this, so the cards can't be seen, and then it gradually starts to rise, and then he pulls back like this and pulls the card out. You can actually do 2 or 3 cards, up to 3 cards. He shows you on the DVD how to do it. So you could have the first card rise in that situation, take it off, and then show them the second card, and then the third card rising up from the pack. So with no more to carry around than your normal deck of cards, other than a piece of material, you have a very strong impromptu rising card. I said deck because I'm then thinking about my Haunted 2.0 that I released. I think this is a great lead into that kind of effect, where you can do something which they will find amazing, and the card rises up, and then you could go into that and say, well, okay, I was sort of touching it, I was quite close to it, let's show you something really impossible now, and you could take the same card that's just risen, if it was a signed card, and do it on the floor or on the table or wherever you want, and do a totally hands-off haunted deck version where the card comes out of the deck all on its own again. So overall, actually I've been thinking about this, because everything that I'm reviewing I'm saying is good. And good, I thought about giving things percentages or marks out of 5. Maybe I'll start doing that, but the reason why I don't like giving something a score is that I'm saying it's good, and if you like the effect and what it does, then yes, it should be good for you. If it's not something that you do or the sort of effect you like, then yes, it's not good. And I've had people saying on some of the other reviews that I've done, well, I'm not too sure about that, didn't like it. Maybe the effect uses a material or a setup that the person doesn't particularly like. I'm saying it's good because I find that however it was achieved, that effect, yes, it's good, and I like it. It is always someone's personal opinion. I think the test for this would be, well, would I actually do this? Would I actually do this at a paid gig? And yes, I would. As I mentioned, I would do this. I've not actually done it yet because it only came in the other day. But yes, I would do this at a paid gig, and as I said, it would lead very well into Haunted 2.0, which I do at every paid gig that I do, because it's that strong an effect. So yes, if I'm grading this, I'd say, you know, very good. It does work. It's not self-working. You know, Haunted, for instance, is pretty much self-working. You have to get the sort of handling down a little bit, but it just works itself. This here, you do have to practice a little bit. I wouldn't say it's going to take you days or weeks, maybe a few days on and off of practicing. You have to just get the card inserts down. Once you get that sorted, get it nice and smooth, then, you know, I think you'll be quite happy with it and confident to go out and do it anytime, anywhere. So that's Uprising from Richard Sanders, the last in the 4 that have come out. We've got all 4 in stock. If I recall, no, sorry, I'm lying there. Ace has sold out, but should be back in stock within a couple of weeks. We then had, I can't remember which order now, but we've got Turbo Stick, we've got Uprising, and the 4th one has completely slipped my mind, but never mind. The 4 effects from Richard Sanders are out, available at Saturn Magic. As I say, Ace, watch the product page for Ace, because that will be updated with the actual information. We're expecting Ace to be back in stock towards the end of the month. The target date for delivery to the distributors was around about the 25th of July. Hopefully it'll make it there by then, and then 2 or 3 days afterwards it should be in stock with us. We can get all your orders out to you. So there we go, Uprising from Richard Sanders. Great impromptu effect, great price as well at the moment. We've got it for £12.99 presently. We've got a limited offer on a limited amount of stock, where that actually includes free UK postage as well. So if you fancy learning this, get in while the stock lasts. So thanks for watching, and tune in next time.